few days.
Yeah. I'm not doing too well.
That's good.
I've been taking drugs. It hasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not only are you completely out of your mind on drugs, like 24, you know, hours a day for 3 days straight. You also seems to be, having an unhealthy collection of uncomfortable diseases at some point if you do decide to get checked.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me all the diseases. I
I
appreciate
mean,
it.
let's just put it this way. If you ever roll a natural 1 on your physical save, it will literally be an uncurable disease.
Oh, whoa, whoa. What do you mean? There's no incurable diseases in this world. We have T5 facilities.
Not on this planet.
This
Why not?
STD was made by a space wizard just like
Hey,
you.
wait the fuck out of space.
They're going to
And
culminate and combine.
if you're ever going to give me an uncurable disease, I need you to describe it very vividly.
Yes, it's a nanobot STD. So good
I'm
luck
not
with it.
fucking anything. What the hell has nanobots in them?
The
Cyborgs.
prostitutes this
Oh,
world.
can Tarn hack the nanobots to get them off my body? Just saying. He's a
Yeah,
professional.
or instantly kill you.
Yes,
from
but
within.
he's a friend now. He's our buddy.
You had sex with someone who looked like the Silver Surfer.
He had some silver jizz. I didn't think about it, but you know.
This went
Things
well
like it.
places real fast.
You started it. You had to think of a way to give me uncurable diseases.
I mean, technically, you started it by whoring around.
I've been whoring around since we started this.
Yeah, but you knew after the first time that they weren't exactly clean on this planet, and you still went
Yeah,
back.
but I've been in. My character may be a little bipolar. If you guys haven't noticed,
She's a little stupid, is another way to put it.
he's just a little out of it in the past few weeks.
Listen, I've seen some mountains in my days. I've seen some swamps. And this is none of that, so let's move on.
Okay.
Like, I was literally looking at the terrain speed penalties, and apparently there's a 90% penalty for moving over mountains.
Oh,
Not
good.
entirely certain why I'm looking at this.
Why
There's
not?
no mountains here.
Unless it's on someone's genitals. One of the diseases might be little mounds. Oh god.
That's a terrifying image. You take, 10d10 fucking corruption point and insanity points, IRL.
I mean, that's not gonna make a big dent in it. Or I have too money.
Alright, so I think morning on the first rolls around, because now we have cleared off. Well, you are absolutely out of it still, or maybe coming down of it, and your body is itching, hurting, and there is some unpleasant stuff happening with it.
As I'm coming down of it, I'm trying to focus and heal myself, but as I'm doing that, it's just failing and failing. And for a good hour, I'm just like, damn, I'm just feeling like woozy. Finally getting it and healing myself. And just exhausted from doing that. So I go, as a normal person should in the morning, just get a drink of some whiskey for all my troubles. I'm not an alcoholic, though. Not yet.
Alright, so I think the morning of the fight rolls around. And all the hard work and preparation that has led up to this point will either finally pay off or fall flat on its face. So yeah, Brody, as you wake up this morning, You think back on all the rivets and bolts you have tightened and put in place, and you think, God damn, did a good job on this one.
At least someone's been productive.
Yeah, and Carter sends you message, text message, and he says, "You're welcome to stay in the pit with us, or you can stay in the VIP lounge. Made reservations on you and your crew if you want to stay there."
Oh shit!
Which one's got the better view?
The VIP has the better view, but if you're in the pit with the crew, then obviously you can roll up your sleeves and help out when the mechs come back.
I can still see it from the pit, right?
Like, so what I'm imagining this is to be like if you've seen a Formula One or a NASCAR pit, for example, like you have the crew hanging out in the garage, and then when the car comes in for the pit stop, the crew runs out with the tire and the fuel and just change it, and then they go back in. And then in the actual pit itself, they have monitors that monitor all the values, the camera feeds, like live camera feeds from the robots, sorry, from the mechs that the VIP area wouldn't have.
We have better cameras. We have better actual view.
Yeah, you can see, basically you can see what's actually going on in the pit, but if you want fancy TV view,
Cinematic.
you watch in the cinematic view, you watch in the VIP area.
I feel like it'll be exciting in the pit.
Especially if something goes wrong.
You're not there, so what could go wrong?
That you know of.
Is there any official betting for this tournament?
Always and absolutely. Yeah, there is like I haven't come up with a good name for the organization yet, but yeah, there is the organization that organizes these tournaments. They run an official betting on the teams. So if you want to put some money down, you can do that and be assured that it's gonna be legit and not being scammed.
Tarn's going to put down.
You can name it lucky.
He'll put 1,000 credits on their team.
All right.
I was gonna say, is there any odds offhand on what it is, on who's gonna win?
I don't know because I don't know how the odds works. I've never done any betting in. So maybe I don't know.
Let's see.
It makes sense if it would be you.
I'm looking if I can find like a calculator or something.
The last time I gambled was at the casino. I lost money. So it's a lot
I
of
just
risk.
a little bit of money.
Well, if there's good odds on Carter, then I was gonna bet on like Sarge and them. But
Is there a way to see which of the teams we sold the part to?
I mean, how perceptive were you at the actually, yeah, I think it would be because you have the guy's name. Probably he gave you the name. and then there is an official list of every team, and then every team have submitted a public team roster with every member in. So you can find you actually find uh, Carter, uh, Carter, Tram, and Brody is also listed for Gear Grounders as mechanic.
Yeah, actually, I think I'll. And the betting, is it for the final winner, or is it just the winner of this round?
It's both, I think. So
Okay.
you can bet on each individual match or who wins each class category.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know too much about the odds, so I think I'll just watch this go by.
So there are 4 categories total that's gonna compete over 7 days. So the first one is the suit class, and it's which is one that the gear grinders are competing in. It's one team of 3 suits with melee weapons only, fighting against another team. So it's 1v1 team with 3 mechs each fighting. And then after that, after they conclude their rounds, it's light mechs, team of 5 light mechs against another team of 5, where they use all weapons instead of melee weapons for the suits. And then when they're done, it's heavy weapons, or sorry, heavy suits that uses all weapon. One team of 7 suits. And then when that is finished, there is the warfare category, which is the most prestigious of them all, but is also the most dangerous and fan favorite of them all.
Oh fuck it!
So
Can I
Gear
bet
Grinders,
5,000?
they're
how
only
many-
in the suit one, right?
Gear grinders are in the suit and light mech, because if you remember, that's what that's what you have seen in that they're fielding in the mech bay. They have suits and light mechs.
Okay. I'll probably stay in the pit for theirs, then I'll probably watch the rest from the.
Yeah, you can do that.
Me,
And yeah, go ahead.
I know the gear grinders, so I'm gonna put a 5,000 bet on both of their races, on the light and the suit, each.
All right.
Trying to put 1,000 on each.
All right. Yeah, so mark down the cash and where you put them as well.
Good, doing that right now.
I'll
And
do
yeah,
1,000 as well.
all right. And last but not least, the warfare category is different from the others because it's 3 teams working together, fielding a combined total of 11 mechs, fighting another team of 3 or another group of 3 teams. And then, depending on how many teams have entered the tournament total, or are left standing, I suppose, who can actually field pilots, it might be more like a battle royale style. For this one, all classes, all suit classes, weight classes, and weapons are allowed. And gear grinders will be competing in that one as well with their lights and suits.
Yeah, I don't trust that one.
So now the question is, y'all, and I'm asking this as players rather than characters.
Do we want to sabotage anyone?
I mean, other than that. So I have already, so I have already rolled for the results for this tournament.
Uh,
But I'm asking, is this something you would like to see and maybe take part in?
can we take part in it? Can Brody take part in it? Or
I mean,
Tar?
I'm asking you that you would temporarily like take another character sheet and just play out some of the matches here.
Oh, we can. I mean, how would we do that? Would it be just like a fight, like a actually fighting thing?
Yeah, it
Like,
would literally be just like a combat encounter,
yeah, I
but
wouldn't
you
mind that.
use different character sheets.
Yeah, for next session, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, I would be down.
That'd be fun. Especially 'cause- so the first one's only 3 players, so one of us is not gonna do it, right? For the suits.
So I think for the
We can do
suits,
4. We can
I
just do
think for the
4 and 4.
suits, it's gonna be the one that the AI basically, sorry, not the AI, the NPCs take over and just do, and then you can play out the light fight.
It sounds fun. Especially, I mean, I assume next session, right?
Yeah, it will be next session because I need to prepare that.
Yeah,
Like I've already rolled for the results of this, but I want to give you a chance, because we haven't had combat in a very long
no
time,
while.
and playing with mechs is always fun.
You want to tell us the results for the suits since we're not going to participate in that? Because the results for the light can change if we do well, if we do shitty.
I mean, I can tell you the results to a point in the lights if you want, but not reveal the finals. Or I can just show you everything other than that.
Yeah, I mean that. Since we're just going to be doing the lights, we might as well know what the. Because like I said, I put 5,000 on both, so if I know the suits did well, maybe get some money back.
All right, give me just a second. I'll copy paste my note.
And then for the lights, I assume you want us to do the final match, and that's going to determine if we win or not.
Yeah, sure, we can do as far as they got in the tournament. That's how. That's how far we can.
I mean, put them in the finals and let us do the finals. And if we win, we good. If they win, well, we're dead. And we lose the money. Unless who did in bet, Ben? We'll put some money on this. How well our RNG will help us next time around.
Spoiler.
Oh, you have to do the exchange as well next time, so that's gonna be a lot of work for you. Do you want me to pay the bills and everything for now, Hellforge? Oh, we already paid this month. Cool.
All right, you should have the handout.
My tournament.
Gratuitous ground pounder.
We don't get anything for the betting on the green gear grinders, right? If they're second place, or do we get like a portion? And then becoming second place.
I mean, how would that normally works?
I have no idea.
With
Well,
all this,
normally
like,
on betting, it's usually I don't know. I know how betting works between like 2 people. I'm not sure how it works with teams. Like, yeah, I'm not sure how it works with like a tournament style. I know in like on a I can tell you the boxing thing, but I can't tell you like a tournament thing.
I mean, I have no
Because
idea how it
usually
works.
the bets are usually based per fight. You bet on each like match. So if it's a basketball game, you bet on the match itself, not the overall. But if you do bet on the overall, usually like the top three, I think like you get the most for the if you bet on the first place, you get less for the second place, and you get the least for the third place. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, the problem is I have no idea how it actually works, so I can't give you an answer. Don't know.
So what do you want to do with the money?
We can just wait till next time.
Yeah, we can do that too. I mean, I have no problem.
I mean, you didn't bet your life savings or
No,
anything, so
no, no.
like it's a drop in the ocean at the moment.
But I mean, it'd be fun.
Yeah, but at the end of the seventh day, this is the scores so far.
Alright.
So Gear Grinders came second place. The Suits, they didn't compete in the heavy, and they got last place in the warfare category.
And was it only 3 teams competing, or was it more? Just those are the top three.
These are just the top three.
Okay, so yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it's the way I said, but I'll look.
So I'm reading a little on horse racing. I think it mentions that top three is usually considered a bet one. The amount paid is unequivocal, i.e., the payout is the same no matter where the horse finishes first or second.
So the only thing that we have to go is Hellforge has to either roll or decide what were the odds on Gear Grinders, and odds just means were they like are they the best of them that they would have low odds, so we would only get low amounts of money back. But if they were like the underdog, we would get more money because we picked the underdog. You know what I mean? So I think out of 100, like where would they be percent wise?
Percent wise, probably maybe 60s. Like they've been, top three a bunch of times. So like probably 70s. Like they've been top three a bunch of times in regionals and such, but they've never really won anything yet. They've been, on, like I said, top
Well,
three, but
sorry.
never won.
What I was saying is, like you take all 8 of them and you give them. You have 100% and you split all 8 into those percent. So the best person would be maybe like 12 or 20%, and the next one would be like 5 to 10.
Well, I have no idea. I need to figure that
Yeah.
out. Like this is the kind of math that I don't give a shit about to begin with.
You want me to set something up
No.
and show you, and then if you agree, you can keep it.
Yeah, but we do that between.
No, yeah, between sessions. I don't want to do it right now. I'm too lazy. No. Yo, you're gay. Math is great. Good thing we're playing stars without numbers.
All right, I added a thing in the tournament handout, so you have all the
Teams. Okay,
teams.
that works. Teams. So there was how many compete per thing? Uh, per section?
8.
8%. Okay, so there's 8 teams. So the betting chance would be split into 8 ways.
I think if there isn't anything you want to do, obviously, as the match rolls in, people in the pitch, the match concludes the first round. mechs, the pilots comes back exhausted and beaten to, like someone has beaten the devil out of the mech. So the mechanics are put to the task straight away and start repairing it, stripping it, repairing it, and then putting it together again for the next round. Tarn, if you want, you can roll, but I don't require it. Like, it's something you can do if you want, but I'm not going to force you to. Like, the result comes out either way the same, even if you don't. And I'm just making the assumption that you are there fulfilling your contract before you're released, because this is what you have been working towards for a long time.
Yeah, I'll do it just for some flavor.
All right.
The first time you fail. That'd be hilarious. Oh, yeah.
It's good enough. Nothing falls apart or explodes. It's good. And Brody, you're hanging out in the VIP. Oh yeah, you were helping out as well down here.
Yeah, I was helping out for the first 2 rounds for him.
But yeah, if there isn't anything specific you want to do other than just waste your money on silliness, I think maybe it's as good time as any to call it for tonight. Then hopefully return next week on time, on brand, or not on brand, because that would be terrible. With a special mech tournament episode, whatever the hell this is.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Do we get any XP for this session?
I mean, I want to say yes, but then Val has been fucking more stupid than usual, so I don't really want to reward that.
I mean, that's fair.
Wait. I've been perfectly playing my character. I don't know what you're talking about.
Some, like, 5 sessions from now, we're going to have some problem, and then Vel is going to be like, oh, well, I can solve this by perfectly mimicking someone down to the DNA, and then we're just going to get flashbacks and be like,
I'm waiting on that. I mean, okay, so to be honest, I did have the hollow projector before, so you guys know I could do something like that, but you don't know I can do it to the DNA yet. I'm actually looking at all the odds and betting stuff. I've never had to do this. It's kind of interesting. Now, I have a question, Hellforge.
All right.
Don't be mad. My session goal was to take a mech and do stupid shit with it. Do I get any XP for that?
I mean, I want to say no, but I really can't in good conscience do that, so I'll say you get 1 XP.
I did do stupid shit with it. I was hoping something like, fly around, maybe crash through a door, not fucking almost kill myself, but hey, things sort of worked out.
Tell you what, if you had actually done that, I would have given your next character like 5 extra XP just for the hell of it.
Well, if I died?
Yeah.
Why would you want me to die?
Would have been funny.
Yo, I swear to God, I got lucky with every single roll there. The notice roll, 10 out of 10 that I needed. The notice roll didn't work. The other notice roll didn't work as well, but I didn't care because I just picked any mech. Pushing buttons worked out perfectly. Push the eject button instantly. God.
I think I'm going to lay down, though.
All right.
Yep, I'm going to take off as
You
well.
actually leveled up, I think, right?
Yeah,
Everyone should be level 6.
I'll figure it out tomorrow. Or like usual, I'll do it before next session.
like 5 minutes before.
Alright,
Have a good night.
see ya.
Good night.
Alright, thanks for the game. I'm gonna head out as well, so I'll see you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
have a good
you.
night.